And we're down to the final two here on Rematch Esports. It's the Rematch Federation Launch Cup EU. As we are going to take a quick look at the bracket here, we've got Aspyre coming off a 3-0 win over Shamrock Rovers. And then the first five, a 3-2 nail biter against Sugar Pills. It's Aspyre and the first five in our grand final.
We're going to head into game number one. We can worry about a game three later, if and when it becomes relevant. For now, game one of your grand final is Aspyre versus the first five. And that will go back to the keeper.
And now with Aspyre, again, trying to play this bit of a slow game. They love this flick pass onto Fede Joestar, and it almost worked out for them there. And he's going to play it now all the way down to Ben. Ben with some room, back ball. CJ off the back to Choco. He hits the post. It bounces.
And they do get a good defensive header out, but the pressure is continuing. KJ a flick to no one. Fluffy, though, quickly. It's taken off him, and that's just going to be poked past the keeper and in. And in the end, I think that was just a standing tackle, and they just didn't expect it.
And I guess this is going to count as an own goal, right? It looked like Fluffy gets the tackle, yeah, and it just goes in the back of the net. Both teams really liking that chip play into the boxes. Now KJ with a bit of room. Nice pass to Vincentius. Blade shot, score. Vincentius. 2-0 for Aspyre.
Wonderful stuff from them. They've looked so good in the lead up to this, and once more able to finish the job there. I mean, yeah. Whatever the case, a wonderful strike and a wonderful way to go ahead by 2.
And there's CJ, the answer immediately. A beauty of a pass across the box. CJ not going to miss this one. And it's a 2-1 game.
A quick fire response here. Choco and CJ. Great defending there from the first five. A couple moments they could have panicked, and they're rewarded with a counterattack. Fluffy to the far post, into the side netting, and back on level footing.
And that's a fantastic response from the first five. 2 goals in short order after dropping the first 2, and we are back level now. Might be discouraging him a little bit from doing as he pleases there, as that's going to be a nice feed for Choco to run into. The first five trying to find their first lead, and they've got it! Choco connects with CJ, bottom corner snipe, and it's 3-2.
Connection is the correct word in every way, and these two have looked on the same page from the very get-go. As we enter the last 20 seconds, Herbie will clear it up. Benj will launch what should be one last opportunity for the first five to extend the lead. CJ on the far post denied, and Angelano will launch his team into one final attack.
And because the score is the way that it is, Aspyre will get a last attack, not a last shot. So we'll see what they've got. Spixie loses it. And that's going to be it for game number one. The defense coming up clutch for the first five at the end. Everything that I said for the first five to start last game can be applied now to Aspyre in this one. They need to be the team that's attacking, that's putting Herbie in a tough position, forcing him to make saves, forcing the defense to overextend and make plays. And right now, Choco has a ton of room to work with. Over to CJ, but it's too far.
Pass it or shoot it into the bottom corner or just straight down the middle. And that's so valuable, and it's something that Aspyre have not had a chance to really capitalize on, as their offense just haven't had the same opportunities that CJ and Choco have, and it's the former here that slams that past the goalkeeper and doubles their lead.
And Angelano's going to want this one back. Absolutely, he should have had that ball from Choco.
No more obvious than it is right now. They will need at least 3 to win this final after that 2-goal deficit, and they might need to score more because Fluffy is on the rampage. He's looked for the pass. He's looked for a header as well, but in the end, I think, no, he's not given up the opportunity. He's passed it along to someone else, and that someone is CJ, who has been running absolutely rampant.
And it's Fluffy. He wants to be a good teammate. doesn't want to hog the glory for himself, so he makes the play.
To see a light at the end of the tunnel, how they can build a ladder to get themselves out of the hole that they've had dug for them. But CJ might have more digging to do, and he does. Passes it off the backboard, and it's a third goal this game for the first 5, and they don't care how many goals Aspyre might score. They're going to score more.
And Aspyre now with KJ moving forward. Maybe a bit of life if they can put this in the back of the goal. KJ quickly tackled there by Ben. He's going to keep possession. Now to Vincenches! And it's in the back for even more drama. Why not? It's back to 2.
Vincenches saying that he's the one that's going to be scoring the goals to maybe rest his team back into a competitive position.
As time is continuing to tick by, 20 seconds left to go, the first 5. A spectacular performance in this final months, and they are finally going to reign supreme here in Europe as they will take down the Rematch Federation Launch Cup EU, and they'll tack on another one for good measure.
After becoming second fiddle in the Elite Series, making it to the grand final, and then falling at the final hurdle, they'll be looking happy. They'll be feeling glad at this chance to put their name on the region. Yes, okay, the team that beat them wasn't present today, but they won't care. This has been their opportunity to say, we are still the best team in the competition, and no one here is our equal. No one here can compete with us, and they've said that definitively. Aspyre looked to be the favorites. All the stats were in their favor outside of goal scoring, but the first 5 have done exactly that. They've scored goals, and they have overwhelmed a fantastic defense, and they have overwhelmed an entire region.
Henri Marcel Vaillant.